All right, welcome to another one from the Outdoor Analyst. I have an incredibly fun one for you today. This is a knife that I am pumped about. But before we dive in, hey, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel before, I would really appreciate that. And yeah, leave some likes, leave some comments down there. I'm actually rushing out content when it comes to hunting just because shoot, deer season is in for most of the country. The rut is here, and holy cow, some amazing knives have come out. Now, this is actually something very, very special. This is from Boker, but it is from the designer Gentry Custom Knives. And that man has some of the most beautiful work out there. I really want to get one of his customs someday. But he has his first production knife is called the Muk. And this is, he makes this knife all the time, custom-wise, but he did a production version of it. What this is, it's about 6.7 inches. I think it's 2.45 on the blade. And it is in 14C28N, nice and thin on the blade stock here. I should have looked that up, but man, it's thin. And this thing is a full flat, full height flat, and it gets ridiculously thin for a production knife. Like, this is thin. So much so that I started using this kind of for multi-purpose, because I thought this not only is a really cool hunting knife, it's also an EDC. So it is very well contoured. And it's probably the most interesting thing about this, to be honest with you. It gets nice and thin up top, kind of squares out completely flat on the very top. But you have lots of contouring all the way around, some good finger scallops there. It's just absolutely a masterpiece of contour. And then when you put it in hand, whoa, wow, does that feel good. Like, this is a small knife, but they made it just wide enough to be perfect. And then when you choke up to actually, do some field dressing work, wow, it locks you in. You're in the scallops. It's an incredible design. It really, really is. Now, I have large to XL size hands, so it's a pretty small knife. For an EDC, it's not bad. But wow, this thing is impressive. And I've done lots of food prep, lots of cardboard and regular EDC cutting. It's got the regular edge retention of 14C, so if you do a bunch of cardboard, guess what? You're going to be sharpening this sucker back up or throwing it on the strop. You're going to need to, because it's 14C. Is it incredibly tough? Are you worried about nick and bones with this thing? No, 14C28N is wild tough. Like, it's a stainless steel that makes most carbon steels cry when it comes to how tough it is. So, very, very impressive on the toughness. It's micarta scales. They're nice and grippy. I put some, wax on there just to kind of protect them from the UV, because this is going to be out in the sun a little bit as hunting season hits. Wow. Fit and finish from Boker, excellent. Excellent on the plunge grind. Excellent on the scales. This is a $30 to $45 knife, and it is put together like a several $100 knife. I am absolutely impressed. Matter of fact, I've been very impressed with Boker. What's another one from them? Yeah, the Brook from them. Such a good knife. The fit and finish from Boker is excellent. Yes, it's Chinese made, but daggone, these guys are just dominant when it comes to their fit and finish. They really do a very nice job. They're putting thin edges on here. I think you got Gentry's logo on there. And just, man, it's just really, really good. Super impressed. Now, these were actually kind of hard to get for a while. I ended up picking this up on DLT with some points. So I think I got it for like 17 bucks. Super, super pumped. I think they're now kind of more readily available. People didn't realize how popular these would be in the first run. Sold out fast, but I've seen them up there. They're out there. They're available right now. Usually 33 to 45 is kind of where I'm seeing. It's worth it. If you can get one, just pick it up. If you need a hunting knife for field dressing, this thing's going to be awesome for you. Yeah, it's a small blade. That's totally fine. You don't need a big blade, especially if you're doing, deer, mule deer. You don't need a big knife. You're just, if you're just field dressing, it's no big deal whatsoever. I think it's an excellent sized knife. Here's kind of another comparison. This is a custom from Lycian. This is the little, the mini northern scalpel. It is quite a bit smaller. It's kind of meant for backpacking. I've seen Lycian really kick up on the scalpels. He actually said these were some of the most popular knives he's making right now, which makes sense because, hey, it's hunting season. think he's even doing some Scandi ones, which is kind of fun. But size-wise, it is much smaller than the Mini Northern Scalpel. This is kind of like truly your backpacking scalpel. This is, honestly, you could do the same. I think this is 2.5 ounces. This is just, under 2. For sure, under 2. A little bit bigger on the blade there. Both totally doable. Excellent knives. Love the Mini Northern Scalpel, but the Muk for the price is just almost kind of unbeatable. I just don't really know how they're doing it. 14C micarta black liners with the fit and finish like this. Maybe I just got like some of the best ones out there, but this thing's thin. It's incredibly slicey. I enjoyed going through cardboard. It felt very much like a razor blade, to be honest with you. This thing's just pretty awesome. It's pretty darn awesome. So I don't have a ton, much more to go after besides the fact that this is one of the best budget hunting knives out there. If you can find it and you're going to go do some Bambi, I had to pull this out of my hunting bag because, you know, that's where I've been keeping this sucker. The Kydex on here, it is Kydex. It does click in perfectly well, but because of the design of the knife, and it did have a pocket clip on here. I pulled it off actually and put it on something else. And it works. It worked fine. I think it stuck up a little bit and kind of held into the pocket like this. Stuck out just a little. I just have been using this as a pack knife, to be honest with you, just because it's fantastic for that. And as you can see, great retention, great thumb ramp. It's a great little sheath, but the design of the knife is very, very long in the handle. So, I was fine pulling the clip off and just making it a true pack knife. So that's my experience with it. It is awesome. I've enjoyed slicing everything under the sun with it, even some squirrels, and it is just a zipper, man. Just zip things up. Has a super thin edge, no chips, no rolls, even through squirrel feet. No issues whatsoever on this thing. So I hope this is the quality that they're all coming in at, because this thing is pretty immaculate, guys. This thing is darn impressive. Also, hey, if you're into hunting, check out my book, The Heart of the Hunt. It's on Amazon. It'll be linked below, along with this sucker. I think I got some links on there. Maybe not. If not, just search around for the Muk. It's worth picking up. It is absolutely worth picking up. Whew. Love this thing. Okay, sorry. It is just such a good cutter. It really, really is. All right, let me know what you think down below. If there's some other good budget options as well, throw them down there. This knife just is awesome. It's just absolutely awesome. So I will catch you on the next one.